Welcome again to Movie Critics. Today we're going to talk about Interstellar, one of the best movies of science fiction. So I hope you like this video. My name is Ayrton Senna, and if you feel insignificant like a peak of dust, you should check this movie.
This
film presents the journey of Joseph Cooper, the journey of hero. This is a way to relate an history that transcends the time because it's present in other movies like Harry Potter, and his structure is based in the cause and effect of the success.
Genre of the film find is its science fiction front, especially from Space Odyssey, which we have already seen others like 2001 Space Odyssey.
Interstellar shows a visual representation very good, very realistic, because this is not the typical film of, sci-fi like Star Wars and that stuff. I mean, this movie is more realistic and have help by one of the best physics in the world. So this makes more realistic, and the scene of the black hole, it's amazing because represents what a man can do, what a man can feel, the depression or something else, the nervous. And in my opinion, this scene of the black hole represents what you can feel when you survive something so big and you are alive and you can share that experience with some others.
The film shows a future where the science ceases to be relevant and the agronomy becomes imperceptible. This is a very important question in the actuality because this agronomy part is a sector of work on the population.
And sometimes we don't find our good things too far out of reach, like the universe being infinity. We can assimilate it, but even if there is something bigger, humans have a superpower.
Love is what transcends time, space, or dimension. This feeling is the feeling with more power on the human existence, because this move the world. The love is in everyone and change the impossible. We don't need that someone come to save us. We can do it for ourselves.
We step and mom with modern movies with advanced computers and world goals to cure cancer. They trip, they experience those moments are they important.
Well, we are here. Next, what we are going to do is answer a question that we have, that the movie has to us, because it's something interesting to find answer. And next is the first question.
Do we really know why we are here?
Well, in my opinion, everyone in this world have a purpose, because you have to find it and make it great. When you make that, I think you are satisfied and you feel proud of you. What about you?
I think that this is true, but the problem in this actuality is that the society carries to us to find the happiness in things that are not true, about sex, about fame, about status, and don't give up the happiness that we search, that are personal.
Well, yeah, because everyone says, oh, you have to do this, and everyone wants to lead you to find something, but you have to do what you like and what is your passion. You have to find what is your vocation, or I don't know, like football, be a singer, and that stuff. In this case, the protagonist of the movie, he one day he saved the world. So it's something that he never thought, maybe.
What do you?
Cha.
What do?
Tío, más que estamos haciendo algo.
Perdón,
Perdón,
no te preocupes.
what do you? Wait, no.
Ya, ya.
Corta su madre.
What do you think about colonization on other planet?
Well, I think it not in this moment are people or human beings. I don't know. Maybe in a future, the planet will be colonized, because this world is in degradation, and so so I think in one moment we going to need another planet to live and make it like it's today, with a lot of modern things, and about I don't know, have everything that we have today, because I think it's gonna be a long process to make the transition between one planet and another planet.
I think that is the only way to survive in the future, because this question, let's say Thanos, that the resources of a planet are finite, and we need to move, because to this pace that we go, the planet will end, and we need to survive to some way. It is very hard thing about this, because it's our home, but or maybe we are not making the best things for keeping safe.
Well, I think this answer has some similarities with Wall-E, because in the Wall-E movie was the robots and fat people, and they were living in a cruise in the space. So they found the.
And it's not a future so far. It's very close, if you think.
Yeah, it's like 2077 or something like that. I don't remember. Sure.
Something like that.
But the people were fat, and they found a plant, and they can go to the Earth. In this case, is the Earth. No, the original where we are. But if the world is so with a lot of trash, maybe we have to move to other. Well, that's my point of opinion. I don't know whether you.
In this actuality, Elon Musk is very close to make this, because one of his projects is the colonization on other planets, and his investigations are making a great success in this field.
those those time really exist?
Well, I think the time is not really exists because in I don't know before Christ everyone was leading by the clock of the sun, and they only were living with the light of the sun and the blackness of the moon. So they don't have a specific time. I think the time was something that someone put to have organizations or something to give someone or some other people and do his work or do something.
I think that the time is relative because when you are, for example, with the girl of your dreams, the time goes past so fast. And for example, in another case, when you are in the class of Sonia, the time is so slow. And
Yeah.
I say that the time is relative for these questions, and it's not really it's really a perception, not other thing.
Yes. You?
Yes.
¡No hay tiempo para esto! ¡Ya baja!
There are mysteries in the universe that we don't have to solve. What we are, why we are here, we carry in the inside.
Well, in my opinion, this was a good movie. I have to say something very sincere. For me, it was very confusing. Maybe because I don't like the sci-fi and that stuff. I don't like
The
physics.
duration of the movie.
Yeah, it was very long. And I don't like a lot the mathematics and physics. So this movie has a lot of that stuff and ends with something logical, in my opinion. That was the love. I mean, this was only a purpose to put a sentimental scene and a phrase that made you cry. So, in my opinion, was a good movie, but with a weak ending.
Thank you for watching this video. His name was Sullivan. Ayrton, my name is Carlos. This was this movie's critics. See you next week.
Thank you.
You told him I like farming. It was me, Murph. How was your ghost?
I know. People didn't believe.
The performance are on point to be whining, especially the connection. Connection. No, pero ¿cómo?
The love interesting for this film because of Murphy. The love of
Jesus Christ. Otra vez.
Sí, otra vez.
Chaos and the feeling of the unknown, and this is the more. No, espérate, yo no te veo. Pero les quiero decir.
Sobre ya.
Porque me echo un pedo.
And something we don't think I would see too far out of reach. The universe, the infinity we can assimilate. It would It would
Ya, mejor lo corto.
of this fine is Spain. Aguanta. The time and mom. Graba otra vez esa maestra.